Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zach, and today we're looking at the Ecomi Omi price and usual VeVe stuff. Now, right now, so not long ago, right? So first of all, let's look at the Omi price, right? 0.002969 on the dollar, down just a little bit. Low is 0.002724, and a high of 0.00365 over the past 24 hours. Now, not long ago, I've been making some Valorant videos because I post videos about all different things on the internet. This is one of them, of course. And Val messaged me and like, yo, people got annoyed with me for this video. I'm like, oh, okay, what's this video about? So I finally now finished my other work that I gotta do for the day. And now we're gonna have a look at what what did he do? Like, I know that obviously we've been having this thing with Quidd. I'm assuming he just roasted Quidd, but let's take a listen to what Val had to say about Quidd.
Listen, we are back with another VeVe and Ecomi video. This is a very, very serious video. Red alert. Red alert. So the VeVe community. So
that means I am going to be playing around. I'm going to be roasting people, knowing how Val is.
Is under attack from one of the most dangerous companies in the world. And Quidd, honestly, I think that they're taking over. Like, they just released something that makes me think that they could potentially like end VeVe, and honestly, it's kind of scary. So if you want to stay updated with every information, like, because the VeVe community has been talking crazy about them and things like that, because they've been
so okay. Has he? Let's make sure that he's maybe he hasn't actually gone through. So what Quidd ended up doing, right? Let's have a quick look at Quidd for a second. What Quidd ended up doing, they basically started blowing some smoke towards the Ecomi community, right? And if we have we're gonna have to go down quite a bit, I guess. Damn, they reply a lot, huh? Well, actually, oh, okay, so that's that's interesting. Okay, so they were barely posting, right? I mean, they were posting, but not that often, right? I feel like. And then suddenly someone asked them, I think it was actually Toasty, if I can find it. Toasty asked, what is the difference essentially between Quidd and VeVe? And they essentially said, actually, we go. Actual NFTs for a start. Let me make it very clear that I'm not taking this out of context. Literally, how do you see Quidd's future in comparison to VeVe? Actual NFTs for a start. After that, lazy minting, chain agnosticism, more collector agency, open compatible, all these things, right? Now, after this, you know, I've made a video about Quidd, talking about, you know, looking at their interviews, talking about stuff. And then somewhat recently, they posted a video sort of saying just another sticker app. Basically, they've been having beef, right? Myself and Val called it a sticker app. And so they tweet out, we call this our just another sticker app dance. Now, I don't think you'll be able to see it because I'm not signed in, but essentially I personally actually tweeted about this myself, and I was a little bit, I made some jokes. Oh, thank you, by the way, someone, that's so kind. I made some jokes, right, about this sticker app thing, right? So I go down, I tweet a lot, so if you want to follow me, by all means, I could tweet about Omi and stuff, right? Now, I just quote tweeted, right? Imagine using a mob animation file to size up to an augmented reality app. Could not be me, right? Then they follow me. And Quidd, I'm still up to having a chat. I don't know if you're going to want to chat, but I'm open to having one. And then I kind of roasted their animations. One of these animations are smooth, involves intricate choreography, and has audio. The other is silent and honestly borderline terrifying. So this right here is Fortnite. Now, Fortnite has worked with many IPs, including Walking Dead. So this is Daryl, right? One of the characters in Walking Dead. And then this is side by side, the Rick and Morty character, right? Now, if we go back to, where is it? So if we go back, we'll notice essentially that they've essentially just been thrown at VeVe. And notice how they started doing all of this. You know, we have another one. Fun fact from 2017, playing with your AR collectible is cool, but it's, right? Now, Trevor actually had his own response to this, right? In fact, Val retweeted this or quote tweeted it. OMG, it's the end of VeVe. How will VeVe ever compete with this amazing six-figure pony, right? Trevor, lead content producer at VeVe. Poorly done model does not capture the shape language of the IP. Model only has an albedo texture, but no normal metallic or AO map. No lighting or shadows at all. Stiff animation, doesn't loop, has He just went off. He just went off. Has absolutely no sense of weight or character. I would consider this unshippable. Go off, Trevor. Stop. He's so right. So there's already now. One thing I want to say here, because I had people DM me like, you know, are you interested in Quidd? What's this all about? Quidd have only started doing stuff. So they worked with Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast shouted them out. Obviously, they paid him to do that, all that sort of stuff as sponsorships go, right? Not even Mr. Beast could help these as far as marketing, because there was nothing really to market as far as I'm concerned. And now Quidd's main relevancy seems to be coming from Ecomi people basically laughing at it. So I'm not sure what the strategy is meant to be here, but actually if you have a look at Quidd's tweet, right, you'll notice flaming VeVe, but give them more reason to flame you guys. Give us our money back. You keep ignoring your users to try to impress people with old crap you didn't even implement. And then there are actually quite a few people who have said basically that, you know, this is trash and that essentially they need to work on this. Your social media team is almost as embarrassing as your product. What in the boot like Ritmo is going on here? Y'all should stay in 2017, right? Now, the thing is, realistically, is that essentially a lot of their customers specifically have voiced complaints about essentially their app not being good, this and the other. And they still decide that their best approach here is to essentially be on the heels of VeVe's success, which interesting strategy. Anyway, having said that, let's have a listen to what Val has to say. Now you have some maybe background, I guess.
Shots at VeVe, and we've been responding and things like that. They've actually released something. They leaked some exclusive footage that you have never before seen, and this, I'm gonna just show you.
I'm assuming it's gonna be the pony. It's the pony. Okay, so
look, man,
so like, we've already said our thing about the pony. Obviously, Trevor said his thing about the pony, so we know what the pony's about, right?
Do you see this quality right here?
So obviously all this stuff we've gone over, right?
I mean, as you can see, it's kind of hard to see how VeVe would be.
So obviously all that happened, right?
Like, look at this, man. Like,
so it's literally a copy of Ritmo.
Seriously, and all serious, this man. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now?
Now, to be fair, I don't want to say it's a copy of Ritmo because Ritmo came out after this, to be fair. But look at the quality of Ritmo versus this 2D. You can't even see it. But essentially what they posted here, right?
This is Quidd. This is VeVe. It is out here literally trying to get clout and relevance off of the VeVe community. So imagine going from hiring Mr. Beast to promote you for the longest time to going to a bunch of YouTubers who all of us are very small YouTubers, and this is the community that you're targeting right now. You went from Mr. Beast to Cavell Anderson. How the hell did you fall so far from glory? Like, that is insane.
For real. And I mean, not to just input myself in everything, but, you know, they follow my... Oh, I even see.
They're following Poor Man Printing. They're following Trevor. They're following Zachy. They're following Crypto Maniac. And they have gone down the line following a bunch of VeVe and Ecomi channels and crypto YouTubers and things like that. They're following pretty much everything affiliated with Ecomi. Obviously, they're keeping a close eye on their competition. Well, it's not even really competition, because this is their official account. They're literally just following the whole Ecomi community. They're following the entire Ecomi community, and I really don't understand this strategy, because...
And this is what Cavell and I have spoken about in DMs ourselves, is what is the plan here? Like, not even myself and Val, obviously we've spoken, but I've spoken to others, and you know who you are if I've spoken with you about it. What is the plan here? And here's the thing, I'm not someone who tries to just poop on people's work, right? At the end of the day, I am fully aware that there's a team behind Quidd that have lives, you know, they have families most likely, all this stuff, right? And so the people who actually work on the product itself, I'm not here to roast or say anything about, right? At the end of the day, you're doing your thing, you're doing your job. I understand that totally. but what the F is happening here, Quidd? From maybe a social media strategy point of view, mainly as well from a top point of view, as far as like the executives, what are they, like, are they not keeping an eye on what their social media team is doing? Are they putting the directions out for them? It's just a whole lot of weird stuff going on. You know, this team's been around for a while. They had Mr. Beast market them. I kind of knew about Quidd just because of watching Mr. Beast. I don't know what the plan is here though. Now here's the thing: if Quidd actually puts out something that is as good, if not competes or whatever it is, right, similar to VeVe, then that'll be awesome, and I'll be the first to admit it, genuinely. If Quidd actually puts out something that I believe is as good, or is, you know, whatever, if they start actually pulling themselves together, essentially, I will be the first one to say it. Like, straight up, I'm not here just to hate on anyone. I don't have any relationship or especially any emotional investment with Ecomi. You know, at the end of the day, they do stuff that I think is really cool. Quidd is not doing that right now. So, you know, like I say, I'm happy to have a conversation with Quidd about this stuff. I'm not just here to, you know, trash on the company or anything, but what the heck is going on right now, Quidd? Like, it's just different companies. Like, literally, let's have a look at the VeVe.me. I think it's VeVe.me. I hope it is. Look at this website, right? And Dan himself has even said that this website is trash, right? Dan himself said that. Then we have a look at what Quidd have put out, right? They're just different. They're going for different things. You know, for here, they're simply trying to show how much people are trading for, right? It's none of that here. This is all about the fans, about the community, about collectibles, about the product itself. Anyway.
At this point in time, based on what I'm seeing from them, what they should be focusing on is hiring a better team. Like, they need to be hiring a better... Honestly, I could probably draw something better than this. Like, no cap, I could probably draw something better than this.
Okay, I'm not co-signing that, to be fair.
Like, there's very few people watching this video right now who couldn't create a better NFT for them. Like, and I have never did digital art in...
Because to be fair, like I say, I don't think that the team that has made this are putting these out on Twitter. And hey, maybe they are. And if so, that's a weird situation.
My life, but that, I could aspire to do that if that sells. Like, I could really aspire to do that if they could get, if I could get a pretty penny for that. Cause yeah.
Now, to be fair, a lot of people could video edit that. Not a lot, but like, you know, it's not the top 0.0000001% that can, but augmented reality in live obviously is different, but
they're basically going around. Oh wait, hold on. Black Lightning Aaron on the CW. If you don't know what's crazy, this is absolutely like off topic. What's crazy is Black Lightning is a confirmed brand for VeVe already. VeVe has Black Lightning.
Oh, okay.
It would be crazy to see them promote VeVe on this show or something like that. So that would be insane to see VeVe actually promote it on the show or on their social media or something like that. It would be insane to see that. But I don't know if that's going to be coming soon. I don't know when they're going to be dropping the Black Lightning.
Yeah, the thing about that is that VeVe needs to be ready for all this stuff. And that is one thing that I genuinely do want to know is how long is it going to take for this app to become ready for mainstream consumption? To be very clear, I know that's not a simple answer of, oh, wait 6 months. I get that, but I am interested.
Content, but it is a whole show going on. So there's that. But
all right, let's get Val some ad revenue. Why not? Here we go. Ad will end in 3, 2, 1, and then there's 2 ads. So let's give him the other ad. I think Grammarly will probably pay more, so that's good. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, man. Quidd looks like they're doing some research, they're studying, they're watching the community very closely, and this is the prime example of why the VeVe team said that they don't want to announce certain things. They're not going to be talking about certain things. They're just going to be getting the work done. This is why they won't give all the information out to everyone, because they can't show the competitors their hands.
This is the thing, like literally Quidd, and I already put out a video talking about all the licenses that Quidd have just put out, right? They got licenses for stickers. Like, obviously they can show that this flipping horse thing is there, right? That's the only thing though, really. You know, maybe I've seen 2 or 3 of these things in general from Quidd. Like, you just compare it to VeVe, and like VeVe, there's a reason why they're being slower. It's because they're actually building something that's a lot bigger and a lot better, honestly. And that takes a lot more time.
You can see Quidd is going around following everyone in the community. And it's yeah, it is dangerous. It is dangerous because they could try to copy, they could try to manipulate. They do have a lot of licenses to the to an average, well, to somebody who's just uneducated in the space. Quidd would look kind of dangerous with all those licenses that they revealed and things
agree.
like that. Quidd would looks dangerous to the noob investor. Someone who doesn't do much due diligence and doesn't really see the difference between the companies and things like that. Quidd could look convincing. So, I mean, it could be dangerous the way that they're moving right now, the way that they're targeting the community and definitely sending shots. I mean, they're boosting their relevance. Like they're
fully.
They're,
but that's the thing. They're only relevant right now through their competitor. So I suppose, and let's play around with this topic for a second, right? Let's say that being, and because to be fair, this does happen in business. Say that being underestimated is their biggest advantage. Probably it is, right? Being underestimated probably is their biggest advantage. But they need to take that advantage to, they actually need to use that advantage. Like, if, you know, right now they have relevancy in their rivals community. Now, at the end of the day, that means that the rivals community has their attention, or they have the rivals community attention. So if they do build a product, people will be like, oh, remember that Quidd? Well, they actually built something, and that will be helpful for them. I mean, it's definitely not as great a story necessarily as Ecomi potentially, but that could be a thing. And like I say, if they do build something amazing, I'll talk about it, and I'll say it's amazing. But
and they didn't have interest at all, honestly. Like, no one was interested in Quidd. Nobody was talking about Quidd. No one was thinking about Quidd until the VeVe community saw this, and the VeVe community started panicking for a minute before everyone actually got educated and realized that they were not a threat at all. So, honestly, it's looking, this looks kind of desperate to me. Personally, this looks kind of desperate, but I mean, all publicity is good publicity, to be honest. Like, it's people in the VeVe community who sit around all day and talk negative about me in the Discord. And more than likely for this title, it's those same people are going to be, oh, look at this guy. He's doing this. He's doing like. They sit around talking about me all day. And all
it happens, bro. It literally happens. I had the same thing when Ecomi tweeted about me. People, I think, mistook my intent. People got annoyed. Having said that, it's amazing how many people are actually worried about Quidd. Seriously, do a better job of educating yourselves. It seems like more so than telling me how you'd feel good about a different title. You should be asking questions to bring you more value and understanding. You're more fearful when you don't understand something. You should be wondering why myself, along with other creators, aren't as fearful, so you can increase your understanding. Quidd Knight, now David Welch is actually someone who follows me on Twitter and is fairly active, so I do appreciate David. Quidd might not be big, but Animoca Brands is, and that is true. You're giving them free press. Be careful it doesn't come back and bite you. Now, this isn't going to come back and bite Vel, myself, or any other creator who talks about this, because none of us are tied to Ecomi, and I don't want to speak for Vel, but I do believe that he would be okay / agree with this, and if not, I do apologize, homie. But for because I've known Vel for years, right? Like, I know y'all like know Vel for a couple of months and stuff. I've literally known the man for since 2016 or whenever it was, right? He will accept if from my thought at least, if Quidd does something good, if Quidd actually builds a product that can compete. Because the thing is, we're not emotional like Vel. That's one thing I do know about Vel, is that he's not emotional to this stuff. You know, especially if Quidd can make him more money. You know, like me, if Quidd can make us more money by talking about it, then F it. Why not? Like, we're not emotional about that stuff, right? So if they actually bring something out that's really awesome, then we'll talk about it, and we'll talk good about it, because that's how we are. But it's not. We're not attached to Ecomi, you know. If Quidd does well, that's great, but they're not. So that's what we're talking about. So yeah, I don't think this is a worry at all. It's not going to bite us. Maybe it'll bite Ecomi a bit, but competition's good. So that's that. Quidd ain't got the lung capacity for all the smoke. Any attention given to Quidd will eventually benefit them, so tone down the videos, please. And this is the thing. It's not an issue. It's really not a huge issue. Like, Mr. Beast promoted them for a year while being the most relevant YouTuber in the world. They still failed. Incompetence doesn't change. Oh my gosh. Tell you what, James, just, I mean, if this is towards Vel's title, I whatever. Yeah, no, honestly, it doesn't matter. Like, again, I think people are getting really emotional, maybe. That's probably the issue. Like, Here we go. This is honestly a good lesson for the community. They've been promoted by the top YouTuber in the world, Mr. Beast, for a year, and it didn't matter. They blew up and died because the experience is horrible. Promo doesn't matter. Exactly. I'm not sure. I disagree with all these people. Like people who are disagreeing. I think it's because everyone. I suppose all these people only have investment in Omi. I don't know. Like, if Quidd actually does well, great. I don't know. That's how I think. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comment below. Obviously, Omi is doing its thing right now. It's not really changing too much, as we can see. But it's what it is. And I'd love to hear your take on everything that we've spoken about. What are your thoughts on Quidd? Are you worried? Are you not worried? I'm personally not worried because, like I say, I'm happy with all market. Like, if both can do well, then that's only like if Quidd actually makes the same moves as VeVe does, like in it, like and better in its own way, I'm happy because that just means that the entire space grows faster. Like, I'm down with that. Like, I'll make more money talking about it. Like, it is what it is. I don't really care, honestly, personally. I just, well, right now, Omi's and Ecomi, as far as I'm concerned, is years ahead. So that's that. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.